So this is a casting call. I finally decided to get around to making an original series with some of my characters, and unfortunately, as much as I'd love to be able to, I can't do 15 different voices. So I have, for episode 1, already lines set in stone, so this is just for the first episode. There will, of course, be more voices along later on down the line. If you don't get the role you were hoping for, don't worry, there will be more opportunities. We'll just see how it goes. So I have a few different characters. The first one we have is Otter Claw. And Otter Claw, she's got a rough, sandy voice. She's kind of snippy. She's an older cat. She's not quite an elder, but she's getting there. She is darn near close. She can be very upset, so be ready to raise your voice a little bit with this one, because there's a chance you might have to. Ravenflank, he is just a silly little guy. He's very nervous. He's got a soft and gentle voice. He's a full-grown cat, so just like regular adultish male voice for him works perfect. He's just a silly little nervous little guy. Dandelion Mane, who everyone probably already knows at this point. If you don't, welcome to my content, because there's a chance you're very new. She has a bit of a rougher voice. Her voice is not smooth at all. So like a little bit gruff. Her voice isn't high-pitched. I don't know how to describe it, but like either a mid-range voice or like a lower voice would be good for her. There's a few things voice actors will need to do with this one. You're gonna have to be able to get soft and quiet with her voice every now and then, because she's gonna like be very gently talking to people at a few times during the series. She's also gonna cry at one point, so you have to be able to, you have to be comfy with everything that she's gonna need, because there are specific needs for some of these guys. But she's going to cry at one point. You're gonna need to be able to sound like you were crying, like you're in shock. You might have to raise your voice or even yell for her. We'll see. I don't have every single line set in stone, so some things may change a little bit, but this is basic headlines. There is also a chance, if I do like a second season or a spin-off series, that you're gonna have to do some like death sounds, like some gurgly, choking sounds and such. We'll see though. We'll see. Mantis Star. She has a very calm and smooth voice, but you are gonna have to get a little stern with her, because she can be very stern. She can be very serious. You're going to have to raise your voice. She does have a few lines where she's very close to shouting in the first episode already. So just be ready to raise your voice a bit. And then also later on, she has a throat injury, so you will have to be ready to make some like gurgly choking on your own blood sounds for her as well. I also need background cats, so this is the perfect chance for basically anyone to get in. You can go for absolutely whatever. If it's just general chatter, that's great. There are a few queens, so if you want to do one of them, you could, I don't know, maybe talk about the kids, or how nice the nursery is, maybe. If you want to complain about some of the moss, like there's a specific spot that you really just do not like the feel of, you could snap at one of the kids, be like, hey, be careful with blah blah blah, that sort of thing. They're queens, they're going to be getting on their kids. I will also need 1 or 2 people with more masculine voices, because in this lore at least, a lot of the toms like to go in and just either hang out, help out, or I have one who does stay basically permanently in the nursery to help out with kits. So I also need people who can do guy voices for that. kit voices. They're going to be playing around. They'll be fighting with sticks, you know, maybe someone takes a stick. Who knows? Yeah, background cats. The one of them, preferably with a masculine voice. But if you can't do it, don't worry, not a problem. I can end up just replacing it with a she cat or just any other feline. But I do have someone who's going to be braiding flowers into someone else's hair, their fur. So if for that one, something like hold still or don't go shaking these out, blah blah blah, whatever else, you know, maybe you could ask, okay, what about this flower, etc. Just all that stuff. Anything else, any other background chatter, also great. Again, these are only the characters that'll be showing up in the first episode. There will be more later on, so there are always more opportunities for everyone. Yeah, that's kind of it. Good luck. I will probably end up putting rules down either in a pinned comment, the description, or right at this point. You'll know. I won't. I'm editing this later, but